The evening settles softly on the rooftops, painting gold across the fading day. The city lights begin their quiet shining as the last sunlight slips away. We sit beside the window without speaking, watching shadows dance along the wall. Some moments feel too beautiful and fragile, like they're already becoming memories to recall. The clock keeps moving forward without mercy, yet tonight I wish that time would slow. There are still 1,000 things unspoken and 1,000 feelings left to show. Stay one more night before the morning takes you away. Let the stars keep shining above us, just one more night to stay. The world can wait until tomorrow, the dawn can find us when it may. For now, all I ask is simple: one more night to stay. Outside, the streets grow quiet and empty. The noise of the day has drifted far away. The moonlight rests gently on the pavement, turning silver where the shadows lay. I wish I could capture this feeling forever, like a photograph untouched by time. A perfect little chapter in the story before the final page arrives. The night carries a kind of magic only found in moments we can't keep, the kind that makes us hold on tighter, knowing it will eventually leave. Stay one more night before the morning takes you away. Let the stars keep shining above us, just one more night to stay. The world can't wait until tomorrow, the dawn can't find us when it may. For now, all I ask is simple: one more night to stay. Maybe every beautiful thing is temporary, that's what makes it shine so bright. Like summer sunsets fading into evening, or moonbeams disappearing with the light. Yet even if tomorrow changes everything and carries us different ways, tonight belongs only to this moment, this precious pause between the days. Soft piano notes drift through the darkness like lanterns floating on a quiet sea. Each chord holds a little piece of wonder, a memory still waiting to be. The melody lingers in the moonlight, refusing to fade away, holding on to every heartbeat of one more night to stay. Stay one more night while the stars still fill the sky. Let's keep this moment glowing before it learns to say goodbye. And years from now, when I remember, this feeling will remain. The warmth of one more evening and your shadow in the rain. Stay one more night, that's all I'll ever say, before the morning takes you away. The evening settles softly on the water. Silver shadows drifting with the tide. A quiet wind is dancing through the willow trees, while the fading daylight slowly says goodbye. I stand alone beside the silent shoreline, listening to the whispers of the stream. The world becomes a painting made of memories, floating gently through a half-forgotten dream. And far beyond the darkening horizon, where the sky and water meet as one, 1,000 little sparks begin to shimmer, like stars arriving before the night has come. There are lights across the river, glowing softly in the blue. Tiny lanterns in the distance, calling me to something new. Through the silence and the stillness, through the calm and endless night, I keep watching, I keep wondering at the lights across the river shining bright. Every reflection trembles on the water. Every color paints a different story. Golden windows, quiet streets, and distant laughter, wrapped in gentle shades of evening glory. Perhaps somebody there is writing letters, or sitting by a fire with a song. Perhaps they're dreaming of another shoreline, wondering where their heart truly belongs. The river carries secrets through the darkness, like a melody too beautiful to keep. And every wave becomes a whispered promise, drifting slowly while the world falls asleep. There are lights across the river, glowing softly in the blue. Tiny lanterns in the distance, calling me to something new. Through the silence and the stillness, through the calm and endless night, I keep watching, I keep wondering at the lights across the river shining bright. Maybe hope is like a distant window seen from far away, but warm and clear. Maybe every light is someone's story, a reminder that we're never truly lost out here. And though the water stretches wide between us, the glow still finds a way to reach my eyes. A quiet connection crossing through the darkness, like a bridge made out of dreams and skies. No words are needed now, only the sound of gentle keys. The river flows, the moonlight grows, grows and time moves with the breeze. The night unfolds in silver tones, soft echoes drifting free. The lights remain beyond the waves, like a beautiful mystery. There are lights across the river, still shining through the night, through every changing season, through every fading light. When the road feels long and lonely, when the stars are hard to find, I remember those reflections and the peace they leave behind. There are lights across the river, a beacon gentle and true, and somewhere beyond the water, a dream is waiting too. So I'll stay a little longer, watching where the river flows, holding all the quiet wonder only the night sky knows. And as the piano softly lingers, like moonlight resting on the shore, the lights across the river will guide my heart forevermore. You left the window open when you left, and the evening wandered quietly inside. The curtains danced with every passing breeze, like they still believed you might arrive. The room remained exactly as you left it, a coffee cup, a book beside the chair, little traces of an ordinary moment, now feeling like a lifetime lived somewhere. Funny how the smallest things can linger long after footsteps fade away. A half-forgotten habit, an open window holding pieces of yesterday. You left the window open, and the night came rushing through, bringing back old conversations and memories of you. The moonlight filled the silence, the stars stood still above. You left the window open, and so did my heart. The city lights flickered beyond the rooftops, painting silver patterns on the floor. Every shadow seemed to tell a story of all the moments that came before. I could almost hear your laughter in the distance, like a melody drifting through the air. Not loud enough to hold on to forever, just enough to remind me you were there. The years have learned to keep on moving, yet certain nights still find their way back to rooms filled with quiet echoes that time could never take away. You left the window open, and curtains sway beneath the moonlight, like they remember what I know. And as the final piano fades into the darkness, one truth remains from the start: you left the window open, and so did my heart. The afternoon is slowly turning amber as sunlight dances softly through the trees. Every shadow stretches toward the evening, carried gently by the breeze. The world seems painted in a warmer color, a fleeting masterpiece of light and time. And every moment feels a little softer, like a memory before it's left behind. The day is fading without hurry. The sky becomes a canvas made of gold, and somewhere in the quiet of the evening, 1,000 little stories unfold. Golden hour memories floating through the light, moments wrapped in amber skies before they fade into the night. Every laugh, every sunset, every road we used to know. Golden hour memories, forever glowing soft and slow. The old photographs still rest upon the shelf, filled with smiles from distant summer days. Tiny pieces of forgotten afternoons, captured in a golden haze. The sound of laughter drifting through the backyard, the feeling of the grass beneath our feet. Simple moments we never thought we'd miss, now returning through a gentle melody. The years move faster than we notice, like rivers flowing quietly away. Yet some moments stay untouched by time, living softly in our hearts today. Golden hour memories floating through the light, moments wrapped in amber skies before they fade into the night. Every laugh, every sunset, every road we used to know. Golden hour memories, forever glowing soft and slow. Maybe happiness is made of little moments, not grand adventures or distant dreams. Maybe it's the sunlight through the window, or the way the evening softly gleams. The beauty of the golden hour lingers even after daylight slips away, leaving traces of warmth within the heart long after the end of day. The melody drifts like sunlight on water, gentle and bright, yet passing by. Each note reflects a different memory, like clouds moving across the sky. No rush, no destination, only gratitude for what has been. A quiet celebration of moments we'll never live again. Golden hour memories shining through the years, wrapped in warmth and tenderness. book I used to read. The corners worn, the colors slowly fading, yet somehow it still felt alive to me. There we were beneath the summer sky, laughing like the world would never change. We didn't know how quickly time was moving, or how memories would become our favorite place. Some days disappear without a warning, like footprints washed away by the sea. But certain moments stay forever glowing, like stars the night refuses to release. This is a song for yesterday, for the days we thought would never end, for every road we wandered down, and every heart that called us friend. Though time keeps pulling us away and life keeps turning every page, a part of us still lives inside, a song for yesterday. The old cafe still stands beside the river, though the faces there have all moved on. The chairs are different, the paint is newer, but the feeling somehow isn't gone. I can almost hear the distant laughter echoing through the evening air, like a melody drifting from another lifetime, still waiting quietly somewhere. The years have carried us like rivers, far beyond the places that we knew. Yet every now and then a simple piano brings me right back to you. This is a song for yesterday, for the dreams we carried in our hands, for every sunset that we watched, and every promise left unplanned. Those seasons change and stories fade, and nothing ever stays the same. The memories still softly shine inside this song for yesterday. Maybe growing up means learning that forever was never meant to stay. Maybe life is just a collection of beautiful moments passing through our days. The golden evenings, the midnight conversations, the feeling that tomorrow was so far away. Now they're scattered like pages in the wind, yet their colors never fade. The piano speaks without a language, telling stories words could never say. Each note carries a piece of yesterday, floating gently through the fading gray, like sunlight through an open window, or rain upon a quiet street. The melody holds every memory, the heart still longs to keep. This is a song last note fades into the evening, and the stars appear above the gray. I'll close my eyes and smile for a moment, thankful for the memories that stayed, because some things never truly leave us, no matter how far they drift away. They live forever in the quiet music of a song for yesterday. The summer leaves its footprints on the shoreline. Golden afternoons begin to fade away. The air grows softer with a hint of autumn, as longer shadows settle on the day. I walk along the streets we used to wander, hearing echoes carried by the breeze. Every corner holds a quiet little memory, written gently in the turning leaves. The seasons change without a warning, yet some feelings never seem to go. Like a song that lingers after midnight, a melody the heart already knows. Meet me in September, when the world begins to slow, when the sunlight turns to amber and the evening starts to glow. We'll follow roads of golden colors where old memories still remain. Meet me in September, and we'll find our way again. The cafes fill with warmth and conversation, windows shining through the cooling air. The trees begin their quiet transformation, painting every avenue with care. I imagine you somewhere beneath the same sky, watching summer slowly disappear. Maybe you're thinking of those distant moments, the ones we held so close for years. And if time has carried us in different directions, if life has taken paths we didn't know, the changing leaves still seem to whisper of a place we used to go. Meet me in September, when the world begins to slow, when the sunlight turns to amber and the evening starts to glow. We'll follow roads of golden colors where old memories still remain. Meet me in September, and we'll find our way again. Maybe not every promise lasts forever, maybe not every story gets a perfect end, but there are moments that remain untouched by time, like letters never meant to bend. And even if the years keep moving onward, like rivers flowing toward the sea, September always brings a little piece of what we used to be. The melody moves with quiet wonder, carrying memories everywhere. No hurry, no destination, only warmth within the sound, like a peaceful afternoon, where lost moments There's a quiet road between two memories, a place where time slows down enough to breathe. The echoes of old conversations linger, like leaves carried gently by the autumn breeze. I still remember the way the sunlight found you, turning ordinary moments into gold. Back when the future felt wide as the horizon, and every story waited to be told. The years have drawn their lines across the distance, yet some feelings never truly disappear. They live between the spaces of our silence, still somehow finding their way here. Somewhere between us, a light still softly glows, between all the words we spoke and the ones nobody knows. Somewhere between goodbye and the dreams we couldn't keep, a part of us remains hidden in the memories we keep. The seasons change like pages turning slowly. One by one, they drifted into time. The streets we knew grew older with the years, but your reflection never left my mind. Sometimes I wonder where the road has led you, what skies you're standing under now. If you ever hear the same old melodies and think about those days, somehow life carried us in different directions, like rivers finding separate seas. Yet every now and then the heart remembers the places it used to be. Somewhere between us, a light still softly glows, between all the words we spoke and the ones nobody knows. Somewhere between goodbye and the dreams we couldn't keep, a part of us remains hidden in the memories we keep. Maybe not every story needs an ending, maybe not every question needs a name. Some connections live beyond the distance, unchanged even when everything else has changed. Like stars reflected on midnight river, too far away to ever truly hold, yet beautiful enough to keep believing long after the night grows cold. The melody drifts through empty hallways, soft as moonlight on the floor. Each note carries a little piece of yesterday, opening an invisible door. No answers, no conclusions, only moments passing through, a gentle reminder of everything we once knew. Somewhere between us, the story still remains, between all the laughter we shared and the quiet after the rain. Though the years keep moving onward and the world continues on, somewhere between us, the feeling is never gone. And when between me and you. The morning sun spills gold across the window, a gentle word for burning any cage.
Up fifth, blessing that I already knowledge. Hurry up and find out. Oh, God, it's so Mr. President. This is me. You're turning on.
light slowly slipped away. The sky was painted with the quiet of a farewell, colors drifting at the end of day. We stood beneath 1,000 unspoken moments, watching shadows gather in the light. Neither of us knew how to hold forever as it vanished softly into night. Some endings arrive without a warning, like autumn leaves surrendering to the wind. And sometimes the hardest words to speak are the ones that never begin. What is the color of goodbye? Is it gold before the sun goes down, or silver in the moonlit silence when no one else is around? Is it painted in forgotten memories, or hidden in a tear we try to hide? I still wonder every now and then about the color of goodbye. Footsteps fading into yesterday. Old photographs hold pieces of the story, though time has gently worn the edges away. Sometimes I find your shadow in a melody, a familiar feeling passing through, like a distant star beyond the horizon, still shining long after leaving view. The heart remembers what the mind releases, keeping little fragments safe inside, a collection of unfinished moments the years can never fully rewrite. What is the color of goodbye? Is it gold before the sun goes down, or silver in the moonlit silence when no one else is around? Is it painted in forgotten memories, or hidden in a tear we try to hide? I still wonder every now and then about the color of goodbye. Maybe goodbye isn't one single color. Maybe it changes with the passing years. Sometimes it glows like a warm September sunset. Sometimes it falls like quiet rain. Sometimes it's blue like an empty horizon. Sometimes it's white like freshly fallen snow. 1,000 shades of letting go, 1,000 ways to grow. The piano whispers through the darkness, soft as the fading evening sky. Each note carries a different color, each chord asks the question why. The melody lingers without answers, floating gently through the night, like the last light on the horizon before it disappears from sight. What is the color of goodbye? Perhaps it's every shade we've known, the warmth of shared tomorrows and the strength of moving on alone. Though the story reached its ending and the road divided into two, every color left behind still carries a little piece of you. Now the stars shine over quiet waters, and the night wraps softly around the sky. The years continue flowing like a river, yet the question still drifts by. And as the final piano notes are fading like twilight surrendering to blue, I find beauty in the colors that remain, the colors of goodbye. station sleeps beneath the midnight skyline. Empty benches lined with fading light. A distant whistle echoes through the silence, carried softly by the wind tonight. The tracks stretch far beyond the sleeping city, like silver ribbons disappearing into dreams. And every shadow tells a different story, nothing ever quite as simple as it seems. The clock keeps counting moments without mercy, while memories arrive like falling rain. Somewhere between the past and tomorrow, I'm standing here again, waiting for the last train home, beneath a sky of fading stars, carrying all the words unspoken and the weight of who we are. Every mile will take me farther, every light will guide me through. On the last train home tonight, I'm still thinking of you. The doors slide open with a quiet promise, a gentle invitation to move on. The city slowly drifts behind the window as familiar streets begin to disappear. The reflections on the glass look like old memories, passing by in silver and gold. Pieces of a life I've learned to carry, stories that will never grow old. The rhythm of the rails becomes a heartbeat, steady as the moon above the dark. And every passing light outside the window leaves a small and fleeting spark, waiting for the last train home, beneath the sky of fading stars, carrying all the words unspoken and the weight of who we are. Every mile will take me farther, every light will guide me through. On the last train home tonight, I'm still thinking of you. Maybe every journey leaves a lesson, maybe every goodbye leaves a trace. Though some roads lead us in different directions, certain memories can never be replaced. And even when the distance grows between us, like rivers stretching toward the sea, there will always be a part of me returning to the person I used to be. Soft notes drift like passing landscapes, rolling gently through the night. The melody moves without a hurry, following the scattered lights. No destination feels more important than the moments left behind. The last train keeps on moving, while memories fill the mind. Waiting for the last train home, as dawn begins to rise, the darkness slowly fades away, revealing brighter skies. Though the journey isn't over and tomorrow waits anew, the last train home the last train home keeps moving, carrying stories yet untold. Tonight the sky feels endless above me, a silver ocean stretching far and wide. The moon hangs quietly over the horizon, watching over every road and every life. I wonder where you are this evening, what dreams are drifting through your mind. Perhaps you're standing beneath this same moonlight, looking up at the very same sky. Though distance draws its lines between us and time keeps moving like the tide, some things remain beyond the miles, shining softly through the night. Under the same moon, we're closer than we know. Beneath the same silver light, where quiet feelings flow. The ocean's roads and years may lie between your world and mine. We're still under the same moon, beneath the same timeless sky. The city lights are glowing in the distance, like tiny stars scattered below. The wind carries whispers through the darkness of places only the night can know. I think about the conversations we never finished, the laughter left somewhere in the past, the moments that felt ordinary back then, yet somehow became the ones that lasted. And maybe the moon remembers everything, every wish and every goodbye, a silent keeper of our stories, floating high above our lives. Under the same moon, we're closer than we know. Beneath the same silver light, where quiet feelings flow. The ocean's roads and years may lie between your world and mine. We're still under the same moon, beneath the same timeless sky. Maybe that's the beauty of the moonlight. It belongs to no one, yet it belongs to all. It shines upon the crowded cities and the lonely roads beyond them. It touches every window, every shoreline, every dreamer looking up tonight. A gentle reminder that we're connected by something larger than distance or time. Across the quiet midnight sea, each chord carries a little longing, wrapped in peace and memory. The melody moves without hurry, like clouds passing overhead, holding all the words we never spoke and all the paths we never tread. Under the same moon, the world feels small again. Every mile becomes a little lighter, every goodbye a little less heavy then. And when the night feels endless, or the road ahead unclear, I'll look up at the same moon. to strangers sharing little pieces of their stories, never knowing where the road would lead away. We laughed about the smallest things together, turning simple moments into gold. The seasons passed like pages in a notebook, filled with memories too precious to be told. I never planned to fall into these feelings, I never meant to lose my steady ground. But somewhere between hello and tomorrow, my heart began to hear a different sound. We were just friends, that's what we always said. Just two hearts talking with nothing left unsaid. But every smile stayed longer, every goodbye felt wrong. And somewhere in the silence, friendship became a song. The coffee shops, the rainy afternoon walks, the countless little messages at night. Every memory seemed harmless in the beginning, until your name became my favorite light. You never knew the wishes I was keeping, hidden underneath the calm disguise. I learned how to smile through every heartbeat, while carrying 1,000 unsaid lines. And every time you spoke about the future, I wondered if somehow I'd be there too. But some dreams stay quietly unspoken, like stars that only shine from a distant view. We were just friends, that's what we always said. Just two hearts talking with nothing left unsaid. But every smile stayed longer, every goodbye felt wrong. And somewhere in the silence, friendship became a song. Maybe some stories are never meant to change. Maybe some feelings are meant to stay unnamed. Yet every moment still remains a treasure, even if nothing ever feels the same. Because loving someone quietly from a distance can still be beautiful in its own way. Like watching the sunset touch the horizon, knowing it was never meant to stay. We were just friends, or maybe something more. A chapter left unfinished, an unopened door. Though time keeps moving forward and life carries us along, I'll always hear the echo of our unfinished song. Now the years drift by like rivers, and memories softly blend. But somewhere in my heart, we'll always just be friends. And when the piano plays tonight, the melody remains a quiet reminder of what we never became. Streets grow quiet after midnight as neon colors fade into the dark. The rush of the day becomes a distant memory, leaving only echoes and sparks. The windows glow like scattered constellations, floating high above the empty roads. And somewhere in the silence of the city, 1,000 untold stories unfold. The world finally slows its breathing. The noise gives way to softer things. And in the space between the shadows, the heart remembers how to dream. When the city sleeps, the stars feel a little closer. The worries of the day grow smaller, and the night rests on my shoulders. When the city sleeps, time moves like a gentle stream, and every street light becomes a lantern, guiding lost and wandering dreams. A lonely train hums through the distance like a melody beneath the moonlit sky. Rain-painted sidewalks catch reflections, turning ordinary moments into light. The cafes are empty, the traffic is gone, only whispers travel through the air. The city wears a different face at midnight, one that only dreamers ever see. No crowded voices, no hurried footsteps, no race to be somewhere else. Only the quiet company of moonlight and the stories we tell ourselves. When the city sleeps, the stars feel a little closer. The worries of the day grow smaller, and the night rests on my shoulders. When the city sleeps, time moves like a gentle stream, and every street light becomes a lantern, guiding lost and wandering dreams. Maybe that's why I love these hours, the ones that arrive when the world lets go, when every window becomes a tiny universe, and every shadow moves slow. The night doesn't ask for explanations, it simply lets the silence stay, a peaceful reminder that not every answer needs to be found today. Soft pianos drift through the darkness like moonlight across the rooftops below. Each chord echoes down empty avenues, moving with the rhythm of the glow. No destination, no deadline, only the calm of the night air. The melody wanders through sleeping streets, finding beauty everywhere. When the city sleeps, the world becomes a little clearer. The dreams we left behind return, and forgotten voices feel nearer. When the city sleeps, the night sings quietly to me, a song of light, shadows, and memories, flowing endlessly. And when the morning finally arrives, painting silver across the sky, the city will wake and begin again, chasing another day gone by. But hidden beneath the noise and motion, a piece of midnight always remains, a quiet melody, waiting patiently for when the city sleeps. For when the city sleeps. The city wears a quieter color after midnight, street lights painting gold across the rain. A lonely cafe glows beyond the corner, like like a small escape from everything. The world outside keeps drifting into silence. Cars disappear like fading stars above. And I sit here with a cup that's growing colder, thinking of the people that I love. The clock keeps moving slowly on the wall, but time feels different in the midnight air. Every thought becomes a little clearer when nobody else is there. Coffee after midnight, steam rising in the glow, a conversation with my memories, and nowhere else to go. The world is fast and restless, but tonight I'm taking it slow. Just coffee after midnight, and the stories only night can know. The window catches fragments of reflections, passing strangers wrapped in quiet dreams. A distant train hums softly through the darkness, like a melody carried by the breeze. I write down thoughts the daylight never notices, tiny wishes hidden in plain sight, the kind that only visit when the world is sleeping and the moon is holding up the night. The empty chair across from me stays waiting, like a place reserved for yesterday. Yet somehow in this peaceful solitude, everything feels okay. Coffee after midnight, steam rising in the glow, a conversation with my memories, and nowhere else to go. The world is fast and restless, but tonight I'm taking it slow. Just coffee after midnight, and the stories only night can know. Maybe every cup holds a little comfort, maybe every sip can slow the racing mind. Maybe the answers aren't as far away as we sometimes believe they'll be defined. The quiet teaches lessons without speaking. The darkness helps the hidden stars appear. And in these gentle hours after midnight, the heart can finally hear. Soft notes fall like raindrops on the pavement, floating through the stillness of the room. The melody wanders without hurry, like moonlight dancing through the gloom. No rush, no destination, only moments passing by. Coffee after midnight, and a peaceful piece of sky. Coffee after midnight, a warm light in the dark, a simple cup, a simple moment, leaving a lasting mark. When tomorrow comes too quickly and the stars begin to fade, I'll remember this quiet evening and the peace that it gave. The cafe doors will soon be closing. The morning waits beyond the night, but for now the world feels gentle, bathed in amber light. One last sip, one last reflection, before the dawn takes hold. Coffee after midnight, a little warmth against the cold. The evening sky is wrapped in silver whispers as raindrops paint their patterns on the street. The city glows beneath 1,000 reflections, turning every puddle into liquid dreams. Streetlights shimmer like scattered constellations, golden circles floating in the mist. And for a moment time forgets to hurry, holding on to quiet happiness. The clouds may cover all the distant stars, but beauty finds another way to shine. Every drop becomes a tiny spark, dancing gently through the night. We're dancing in the rain light, where the shadows turn to gold, spinning through a world of reflections, like a story softly told. Every step becomes a memory, every laugh becomes a song. Dancing in the rain light, where the heart feels it belongs. The rhythm of the rain becomes a melody, a gentle pulse beneath the evening air. The pavement mirrors all the glowing colors, creating little worlds everywhere. The wind carries laughter down the avenues, while windows shine with warmth inside. And every ordinary moment feels enchanted underneath the silver sky. No need for perfect weather or perfect plans. Sometimes joy arrives unexpectedly, like rain falling on a quiet evening, turning the ordinary into poetry. We're dancing in the rain light, where the shadows turn to gold, spinning through a world of reflections, like a story softly told. Every step becomes a memory, every laugh becomes a song. Dancing in the rain light, where the heart feels it belongs. Maybe happiness is found in little moments, the ones we almost let slip away. The sound of rain against the pavement, the glow of lights at the end of day. And though the storm may pass by morning, these memories will gently remain, like footprints fading from the sidewalk, yet forever changed by the rain. Soft piano notes fall like raindrops floating through the cool night air. Each chord sparkles with reflection, like moonlight resting everywhere. The melody twirls without direction, free as the wind above, a simple dance beneath the rain light, filled with wonder and love. Dancing in the rain light, while the city softly gleams, wrapped in silver reflections, and the glow of passing dreams. Though the night will slowly fade and dawn will soon arrive, the magic of the rain light will stay forever alive. The rain begins to whisper softer, the streets grow quiet once again. But somewhere in the fading echoes, the music still remains. And when the world feels rushed tomorrow, I'll remember this beautiful sight, a heart set free beneath the glow, dancing in the rain light. In an old wooden drawer beneath the window rest 1,000 words that never found their way. Pages full folded softly with forgotten intentions, carrying pieces of things we couldn't say. The ink has faded slightly with the seasons, but the feelings still remain between the lines. Tiny fragments of unfinished conversations, preserved like stars suspended in time. Some stories never reach their destination, some thoughts remain where they began. Yet every letter holds a little heartbeat, a map of who we were back then. These are the letters we never sent, the words we left behind, little pieces of our younger hearts frozen somewhere in time. Every page a quiet echo, every sentence soft and true. The letters we never sent still somehow lead me back to you. There was one written on a rainy evening when the city lights blurred against the glass. Another born beneath the summer sunset, trying to hold a moment that wouldn't last. Some were filled with hopeful expectations, others carried questions without names. But every page held something worth remembering, a spark surviving through the years of change. And though the envelopes remain unopened, the feelings learn to find their own way home, like melodies that drift beyond the silence long after the final note is gone. These are the letters we never sent, the words we left behind, little pieces of our younger hearts frozen somewhere in time. Every page a quiet echo, every sentence soft and true. The letters we never sent still somehow lead me back to you. Maybe not every message needs an answer, maybe not every feeling needs a voice. Sometimes the beauty lives within the keeping, inside the roads we didn't choose. And though the years continue moving forward like rivers flowing toward the sea, those unwritten endings still remind me of the person I used to be. Soft notes drift across the silence, like paper carried by the wind. The melody turns another